the show with you here. So I managed to do that. I'm doing it now. So we're just 5 days away from inauguration. 5 days, can you believe it? Today is Wednesday, January 15th. And January 15th in numbers comes to 243, comes to John F. Kennedy, Eternal Flame. So there you go. But we're just 5 days away now. 5 days away from inauguration. It's fresh out here, but it's beautiful sunset, so I wanted to get that for you. And yeah, just 5 days. If you spell the word 5, like I was saying earlier, it comes to 42, which comes to new. It also comes to the word war. Hey Len, hey Karine, Maggie, Patsy, how you all doing, ladies? Frida, Cheryl, Gray, Syrian, Laurie, Michelle, how you doing? 42 also comes to the word 9. So when they say 9 to 5, it's 42 to 42. 42 is the degree of the angle on the pyramid. Pyramid is 86. The TikTok court case, supposedly, if it happens, we'll see. Maybe the banning of it. Hey, rainy lady, bless you. How are you? Great to see you. Thank you. I'll give you a like and a heart for. Thank you for the $20, the super sticker, the super chat. Thank you. Anyone else who wants to do one, I'll thank you personally here in the chat. And thanks, Lynn, for joining my subscribers over on TikTok. So thank you. So beautiful sunset. TikTok. So TikTok is 86 in numbers. If you spell the word 19, it's 86. Interesting enough, I've got 86,000 here on YouTube. And it's been at that for about over a year now. Give or take a few. It varies, it goes up and down. So think on that, folks. But 19th, the day of the Trump rally, the prerequisite, well, the pre-celebration before inauguration. Is it 19th president? Is that what it should be? On the other constitution, is that what it should be? Glad you're enjoying them, Cheryl. We've got a system so it's doing that. Sometimes they get duplicated, but it was all teething problems. But anyway, so I'm glad you're enjoying the old ones. And there's Top of Your Game, my other YouTube channel, where we kind of do other stuff and back. It's just, you know, it's good that you're enjoying the old content. I'm glad about that. So, National Popcorn Day, yeah, 19th of Jan. So, but 19, if you spell the word 19, is 86. If you spell the word TikTok, it's 86. And isn't it interesting that this hearing about TikTok, or this deadline on TikTok, is on the 19th? And the 19th is actually a Sunday, isn't it? I didn't know if the court was open that day. I don't know. But 19. No, 19 with Paul Hardcastle. That was a famous song here in the UK. I guess around the world, and it was all about Vietnam. Sucker Saigon, Vietnam, 19. So, we'll see what happens. Maybe there'll be a bell, a ding dong. Who knows? Who knows? Well, look at the sunset. It's beautiful, isn't it? Glorious sunshine. There you go. I got my pink for Donald today. Pink 50. It's almost a fuchsia, like a Vincent Fuchsia pink. A fuchsia pink. 4th of March, I know, 4th of March. 4th of March is 185. Or the 4th of March is 185, Donald John Trump. The 4th of March is Book of Revelation. The 4th of March is 185. Awakening, Reversal. Silver Time Machine. A DeLorean's quite silver, isn't it, in its appearance and its looking. So we're going to see what happens, folks. And we got 47 in the chat. 47 is John. So hello. Thank you, sir. Hey, Karen from New York. Great to see you. Susan. Syrian. Len. It is pretty, isn't it? It's beautiful. Did you get my newsletter last night? I did one about 222s. So I'm looking to see if I can do the newsletter each day, just to put out some numbers. I'm enjoying it. It's a nice thing to do, to write, and to summarize some numbers for you. So that's on Substack, my free email newsletter. If people want to support my work, they can. There's the option for that, but the newsletter's free. There'll be some content that if you want to subscribe, you'll get extra stuff, but you can get your name in the book if you want to be a founding member. But the newsletter, I like the Substack because it's a newsletter. It's an email newsletter, but with a few bells and whistles, which is good, which is fun. So I've got to grips with how to do that each time. You know, the thing with it is there's all these things we've got to do, but it's like just the kind of capacity just to do what we've got to do, and then these extra things. Anyway, so I'm leveling. I'm getting all these things in. I'm getting them incorporated in. So I'm figuring out TikTok. I'm on Instagram. Got some old reels, old videos being produced so people can get shorts and things like that. I'm doing my dailies here on YouTube, and we've got Substack as well for the email. So, and it's also preparing because we've got a launch coming soon. I say a launch. There you go, a launch. I'm going to launch something special for you. So I've been telling you about the announcement, but there's something special coming. And it just, as with things, it just takes work and effort and planning, etc. So, but you'll get, if you're on the email list, you'll get that first. And if you're on my local subscribers, you'll get to know it very, very first. So anyway, it's all good. It's fun. I've got to teach Gematria to the world. And you, my faithful beloveds, are going to help me do that. So we're all part of the Gematria family, and we've got to spread the word. The numbers chose me. They distilled upon me for some reason, and I guess in time we'll understand that. But I've been called to do it, so I welcome it. I've been doing it as best as I can, but as with all things, it's good to increase and expand, and everyone in the world needs to know the numbers. So that's going to start happening, and I can, if you're able to help be part of that army, that would be awesome. So you watch Back to the Future, Karen, yeah? I do. Watch all three. Watch all three, because 88 miles per hour, 88 is Trump. 88 mph is 125, time travel 125. The second movie predicts, there's a MAGA Trump in there though. There's a Donald Trump in an orange Auburn jacket, a tall young Trump. He's got a red MAGA hat. There's when Marty goes into the future in the square. There's also a reference to, there's Jaws 19. Jaws, when you translate it into Italian, comes to the word Fauci, Fauci 19. There you go, folks. And what was all that about? There you go. Connect the dots. I could probably sit here, but it's still some shenanigans. So I've spoken about it before. And then in part 3, they're looking up through the telescope, and she talks about a quarantine. And there's 2 ways you can hear it. So I've heard that it's a quarantine for 3 months. And there's also another version someone said about a medical condition. But if you listen to it, it's like Rocky Mountain High, Mar-a-Lago. It depends, if you hear the words, then that's what it says. So it's like, but yeah, the quarantine for 3 months. I'd never heard that in a movie before, and that I heard that 3 months after we'd had it in 2020 when the films got re-released on the big screen in the cinema. So that's how it goes, folks. So Back to the Future's on point for sure. And Back to the Future, the date that it was invented, Back to the Future's 176 in numbers. November the 5th is 176 in numbers, and it was invented November 5th, 1965. Sorry, 1955. So November 5th, 1955, Emmett Brown. Emmett Brown's 148, Donald J. Trump. Time Traveler 148, Simple Gematria 148, The Dreamweaver 148. Trump spoken about weaving dreams. And the Art of the Deal is 148. So there you go. There you go. Gematria DeLorean is 148 as well. Because the numbers they help connect the timelines. They help create them, but they also help connect them and thread them. So it's all part of it. And I'm understanding that as time goes on. But they're a wonderful They're a wonderful part of the awakening. There you go. Can you see the moon above me? Hang on. Actually, no, I was saying the moon, it's a star. The moon's not up yet, from what I can tell. It's just past the full moon, but there's some stars out there. Big ones out there. Might be planets. There's something up there. That's probably a planet because it's not twinkling. But November the 5th is 176, Back to the Future 176. Guy Fawkes Night 176. The New York Post put Back to the Future when they predicted Trump winning, effectively, which he did. So that's the day of all days. We'll look back in time and we'll realize that everything echoed into eternity from that point on. It's milder than I suspected, but nevertheless, it's preserving everyone. It's energizing everyone, and the best is yet to come. So, timelines were completed. They were going to fire a nuke off. They did fire a nuke off that, but it wasn't devastating. And the evening of the election. So, I thought that was going to happen, that they were going to do a scare event, but it didn't materialize into something scary. But we only found out about that the day of. But I've been talking about it for a long time. So, anyway, everyone, thank you. Much love. 77 in the chat. 77 is Marty. Or is it 75? No, 77 is Marty. Christ is 77. Hertz is 77. Power is 77. All right, folks. Tune in tonight. Check your email because I'm going to do a newsletter tonight. All right, so I'll see you tomorrow. Much love. God bless. X in the Matrix. If that's the case, I like that. That's very good. Thank you, Signature. Cheers. God bless everyone. Take care. Bye.